everyone. By the way, I am Jacqueline Jaime, and together with Mark Labando, we were going to discuss with you the intended curriculum. So what is intended curriculum? Intended curriculum is what teachers plan to teach in a class. It's like a roadmap for learning, showing what students are supposed to learn during a certain time. It's super important because it helps teachers to organize lesson. Students know what to expect, and parents to understand what their kids are learning. The intended curriculum provides clarity, alignment with educational standards, and a foundation for instructional planning and assessment. Now, here are the indicators to measure the intended curriculum. It starts with question number 1. Are the objectives achievable within the learner's developmental levels? So this means, can students actually do what's planned? It's like making sure that the things students are asked to do are possible for them, based on their age and what they've learned so far. We don't want to give them tasks that are too hard for their level. For example, if kindergartners are learning to read, it might be too hard for them to read complicated books. So, the objectives should match the students' abilities. Now, let's move to question number 2. Can the objectives be accomplished within the time frame? So this question is all about managing time. It asks if we can finish the task within the time we have. For instance, in a 45-minute art class, can students both draw and color a picture of a tree, or do we need more time to complete it properly? Next, for the third question, are the resources adequate to accomplish the objectives? Here, we were checking if we have everything we need to do the task successfully. For example, if we have objective to create a science project on a solar system, we need to ensure we have access to books, papers, markers, and information about planets. Now for the fourth question, are the objectives specific and clear? So this question is about whether the goals we set are clear and understandable. Example, if we tell students to write a story, it might not be clear in what kind of story we're looking for. Instead, as a teacher, we say, write a story about magical adventure in a forest. Then, it becomes specific and clear, making it easier for students to know what to do. The key lesson learned is that effective lesson planning involves thoughtful balance of setting objectives that align with students' abilities, ensuring that the allotted time is sufficient for the task, having the necessary resources readily available, and presenting their specific goals. When these elements come together, it paves the way for a more successful and engaging learning experiences, empowering students to achieve their educational goals while fostering an environment of clarity and readiness for learning. And that would be all for my part. Thank you for listening and God bless.